So,
Dates.
so you cashed out. Persephone ate all the coins. Whoa, rhyme. Those birds are up in my face. Okay. Whoa. Rhythm. Sorry. Sometimes I get confused. So yeah, you guys looted. You thought about giving some back to the town. I don't remember if you did. I feel like you didn't.
We
Oh, you
did.
did.
We
Oh,
did,
okay.
but then we had second thoughts because they're all real dumb. And no one. Oh, and then no, the tracker, the scout, whatever her name is, was like, "No, it's cool. I got this."
Yeah. She stepped
Probably
up
just
and was
make-
like,
keep it
"I'll
all
train
for
some
herself.
people."
She's
Probably.
Right, we told them they needed a militia.
Phase.
Yeah, FaZe. FaZe was gonna train some militia. Make it better.
But
And then on your way back through, you guys got ambushed by, I believe, a hag and some very interesting-looking creatures.
That's right.
Into which a very large bear came to your rescue, and just, beat the crap out of everything. To which
Fuck
I
out of those
believe
zombies.
he said something about telling his friend that he was lonely and she should come visit.
He wanted Calliope to come talk to him.
Which is where we left off. As you all are walking away from this just massive, just bluish green werebear, for lack of a better description. Everyone make a perception check. Start it off. What is this? Oh, my son is making pixel art.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, please.
Oh, he shoots fire?
That's awesome.
I thought that would be limit breaks. So
Oh, his limit break.
and if you scroll down
Limit
every
break.
single frame I had to animate.
Oh, these are his
Frame by
animated
frame
frames.
animation.
There you go. It's a lot of
You
frames.
remember that, Abe, don't you?
Yeah, I do. That's pretty awesome. Is there pizza that you're bringing me? That's better.
Here it's cool. Where's the pizza?
I mean, I could like smell it, and I was like, I haven't eaten yet. So yes, nice. As you guys are walking away, Grin and Melander, you just instinctually look back, and you see this massive bear, and he's kind of like sitting like Winnie the Pooh style, like just big feet up, and he just kind of reaches over, and then as he's like, his hand is coming down, a bluish green dog appears, and he's just kind of like petting it.
A big bird, you said.
Dog.
Does it look like the other dog? The dog that.
Yes,
the
in
other
fact,
dog's name?
look just
The,
like
the thing that's petting the dog, though, you said it.
Oh, it's a big
what?
it's a big bear.
Bear. Okay.
It's a big old bear.
But it's, what was the dog's name? It's the same dog.
Pip.
Pip.
Pip the dog.
Okay.
That's just what you notice as you guys are wandering through. You guys turn that down. There we go. You do. I gotta remember how far away you guys were. Let's get this mippity map out of here. Not the map of Seaside.
We were right outside of town, right? Or do we still have a ways to go?
Pazubia. Let's see. You went to Safin. Yeah. So it's a day trip. So you guys, who's leading the pack?
Probably Melandra, angrily. She's just charging through. She's not trying to be stealthy.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
just marching angrily.
Make a nature or even a history check if you want to try to remember the path you came.
Guidance.
Nice.
20!
No.
Nice.
Angrily, you're just like cutting blades of grass down, like
No, I wouldn't do that.
you sheath your sword. You thought about it.
Well, no, maybe if I'm holding it. If there were people, I would be stabbing them, but I don't stab grass.
See some little lady. Oh,
Yeah.
but no,
Look you up, get out of my way.
leave me be. But yeah, you're on a mission. You are just walking, and the rest of the party, you're trudging along, and I mean, unless there's anything you want to do, you make your way to the halfway point of the camp that you were at the previous night, or
What day is
at this
it?
point several nights ago. At this point, you know that there's about 6 to 7 hours of travel to get to like the halfway point to Sisa. I don't know if this is the big map, and if it is, I'm sorry, but you guys are the owl. You came from Sifu. And you're heading to Sisa. So it basically a day's travel will get you to the halfway point, and then get you back to the city the following morning-ish, like late afternoon.
Okay, so it's time to camp. Okay. She doesn't say anything, but she stops and looks around, and then turns around and
I'm gonna dodge
throws
it.
the campsite at Grin.
Guidance.
Nice. Instinctually, you see her stop, and you're like, "Ah, shit!"
Ah, crap.
You just dive out of the way.
Yep.
With a the campfire and the s'mores begin to start to roast. And you guys find yourself, among a field, and looking around. It's very reminiscent to where you guys camped the first time. It's just kind of off the beaten path, and very, very quiet. The local birds kind of chirping in and out. But yeah, you guys can rest for the night if there's anything you want to do. And then who wants to take watches?
You know, Melandra, the first 3 times you did that, I might have been able to excuse it as an accident, but now I'm starting to think you're doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, so not an accident. Noted.
No.
I guess I'll take first watch since I'm already my heart's in my throat. I'll go sit on a rock and start polishing my crossbow.
Yeah.
I'll take the next watch.
Later's
take the third
all
watch.
keyed up, so she spends the first couple hours like practicing sword stuff, and then she'll go to sleep. She can take the last watch.
Ishnia
Okay.
kind of sidles up to Grin, and he says, "Do you think Melandra's going to be grateful tomorrow that she has a new sword?"
Maybe we'll get to see if she doesn't murder us all in her sleep.
She seems pretty interested in that new sword.
Yeah, I know. She won't let it go.
Strange.
You don't think it's like cursed or bad juju or anything, right? Melandra wouldn't pick something up like that.
I wouldn't think so, but she did seem pretty attached to her old swords. It seems strange that she would suddenly abandon them for this new one.
I agree. She seems overly attached to this one. Good observation, Ishi. You and I will
Perhaps-
keep an eye on it.
Perhaps we could speak to somebody in the guild back at Sisa.
Oh yeah, I bet Cinderina would know all about it.
So, Grin, you're taking the first watch?
I will take the first watch.
Roll up perception check.
Here it comes.
There's a bug up here. It's getting in my way. I was so
12.
close.
It was so close. Almost.
Okay.
58.
Yeah, you guys sit there and you polish your crossbow. Every now and again, your hand kind of gets caught a little bit in the gears. You remember how sharp they really are. But the evening kind of goes by with just a couple of random deer kind of crossing paths, and one even kind of like, and then like keeps going because it bumps into the barrier. Other than that, your watch goes by without an issue.
All right, I will go walk over to Sabathras and kind of just bump him on the shoulder. You're up, Savvy.
Sebastian will just stand up and give Grin a pat on the shoulder. And I will go.
Don't forget to
Compromise
don your
treatment.
honor. I'll go lay down.
Grin, make one last perception check.
Oh no. Those. You're gonna make me use up all my good rolls. 23. Those new glasses, Abe?
They are.
Yeah,
Um,
nice.
Thank you. I got them bigger so I could see more of my periph. That's what the
That's
cool
good.
kids call peripherals.
Yeah,
Um,
good for sneak attacks.
yeah, that's how I knew my kids were right there. I smelled the pizza too, mostly that. So as you're kind of walking over carefully, like walking throughout the camp, trying to be quiet, Savanthra's kind of preparing for his watch. The tents are kind of one size, you know. But you notice that Melandra hasn't really covered or anything. Like her tent's just wide open, and she is just like passed out on the ground, kind of clutching that sword. But
It's
you know,
probably fine.
it's probably fine.
I mean, there are safety concerns, but okay.
Just like with like flashes on your face. What happened? It's like slobber and blood just drooling on your sword.
Just cuddling her sword in there. All right, I'll shrug and go lay down.
Cool. Savanthra's make
Each
a
their own.
perception check.
Kaboom.
That's good.
Shaboom. Pew, 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 pew.
You hear the light like. Oh, by the way, so I got these for my birthday. I don't know if you can tell.
Dope.
Doesn't do justice. But
I like
they're
your balls.
almost clear. They're almost perfectly clear.
You want to know a trick? Run hot water into the mold. Run the water hot. It loses some of the bubbles, so it freezes a little more clear.
I did that. Our water
Right.
just sucks. So I mean, but thank you. Thank you. That's all I meant. So Savanthras, you're kind of instinctually, kind of quietly pacing the perimeter, looking for anything. Every now and again, you see like an owl kind of like right overhead, and you see it like swoop down and like grab some kind of mole out of the field. What catches you off guard the most is the quiet talking, and you hear it as you walk past Grin's tent. It's not panicked or anything, it's just quiet, and it's definitely Grin talking in his sleep. Hey, Grin.
Hey,
Shit, where are my notes? I have a thing for this. Hold on.
No.
Oh, because I didn't add it to the thing, because I'm an idiot. Don't worry, let me just check my coding register here. 004.6. That's better. Grit.
mm-hmm.
You find yourself walking the streets of Sisa in a late afternoon day. Clouds are over cloudy. Light drizzle is hitting your face. The streets are mostly bare. There's a couple odds and end people, mostly running here or there, just trying to avoid any kind of rain. You're just absentmindedly walking down the road. You've been past this area, several times over. You're very familiar with it. The wall to Sisa, the outer wall to Sisa is on your left, and you're walking towards the river that eventually dumps into the Bay of Farland. And you kick a stone. You just look down absentmindedly, and you notice that someone had left some stones with what seems to be some paint in a circle, and you just kind of think that maybe some kids kind of ran away in the rain. And when you look up, you see a mousekin about your height. He's got a scar, and he smiles at you. It's kind of about 5-6 feet away from you. Just smiles.
Hello?
Hey, kid. What's the matter with you? Looks kind of glum.
I look around a little bit. I don't really remember how I got here or why. Are these your rocks?
Oh no, some other kids were playing with them. I remember how I got here. You don't remember how you got here? That's weird.
No, I'm sorry. Do I know you?
I don't know. I don't know you. It's a big city after all.
Yeah. Seems awfully quiet.
Yeah. Could get kind of depressed around here. You look a little depressed. What's wrong with you?
Do I know what's wrong?
No.
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 I don't know. I feel okay, I guess.
You know, I used to think I was just okay. And I found something. Something good. At least I think it is. Yeah, it's probably good, right? You see me gonna like flip something in his hand and he catches it. I
What
never leave home without it.
What you got there?
Oh. It's gotten me out of trouble a lot before. Well, it's gotten me into trouble too, come to think of it. But it's always gotten me out. Nah, you probably don't want it.
Well, hold on a second. That sounds pretty useful. I get into a lot of trouble myself.
Yeah?
Yeah, there are times where, like, I'm a thief, a pretty good one. But
Nah,
there are
not
times
you.
where I swear, I lose all my mojo just out of nowhere.
You too? That's crazy.
My friends say it's because I don't pray enough.
Nah,
Actually,
that's
my
not
one
it.
friend says it's because I don't work out, but I don't think that's it either.
You see him kind of flex for a moment. He's like, nah, that's not it either.
Say, are you sure I don't know you?
I mean, you look familiar, but,
I was just
not
about
a
to say
lot
the
of
same
us
thing.
around. Look, kid, chin up. I mean, I guess I don't need it anymore. Look on the bright side. All you need is just a little bit of luck. And he just chucks it at you.
Okay.
Make
I'll
a
try to catch
dexterity
it.
check.
I really
Yes.
need luck.
So he chucks it at you, and you're like,
Hey! Whoa!
It scatters across the ground, and you're like hands and knees trying to just find it quickly. You do see it. You snatch it up in your hand, and as you kind of like look up, gone.
What is the thing that he gave me? Wait, I'll tell you.
And then Dane, you hear kind of almost in passing, and you instinctually look, and there's nothing there, and it's kind of like passing your right ear. And he goes, "After all, I found that thing the day I met Amy. Well, good luck, kid." And he just keeps on walking.
Amy.
Working back to you. You just think about
Okay.
that.
I'll think about it.
It's Vathers. You pick up bits and pieces. Luck. You get. I don't think I know you. But it's just gobbledygook. It's just kind of going all over the place.
I don't think I tell him to work out that much. I shuffle uncomfortably at the reed. Maybe I'm. You just got to be cool, Sir Vathras.
Be cool, man.
Relax and be kind.
Rest of your watch goes without a hitch.
Alright.
Did you go wake up Merlandra? Is she taking the last watch?
I was after Ishnu, I think.
Yeah, I'll take
Oh.
a watch.
We're doing 4 watches. It's a
Ishnu,
luxury.
make a perception check.
Oh yeah. Ba-boom.
Sorry.
So
That's not lucky.
that's not it at all. So You pace around. So Vathras kind of mentions to you there's a couple of wildlife and things like that, but for the most part, the evening comes to a very quiet still. You hear kind of like the wind whipping through the reeds in the actual fields that you're staying in. It's very peaceful. You have time to reflect and kind of think. You do hear a faint voice coming from Melandra's tent.
Okay. I guess if I don't see much interesting going on outside the dome, I'll kind of walk over towards Melandra's tent, see if I can hear it a little better, whatever the noise is.
Yeah.
Or the voice.
It's definitely Melandra's. It's talking. It's strange. You roll another perception check at disadvantage.
Okay.
You could swear you hear someone else too, but it's just for a moment, and then it's just Melandra. But you cannot make anything out.
Is her tent flap still open?
It is. She's clinging onto that sword.
But does she appear to be awake or asleep?
You can investigate. I mean, she seems to be resting comfortably. Nothing else, unless you're like getting in there. You're just like kind of.
It's just kind of like peeking in the tent.
Yeah. No, she seems to be resting peacefully. Every now and again, you catch like a verb or a word or something. It's hard to pick up what it says.
All right. So he kind of whispers in the tent. Well, Melandra, are you okay? Are you asleep?
No reply.
All right.
She's dead.
Well, if she's talking, dead.
You got bigger problems.
I don't think Ishi's gonna wake her up, so he'll just go back to his watch.
Awesome. Melandra.
Yeah.
I feel like I need different music than this.
But I could have a cheerful dream. That would be fine.
Something a little more.
Let me just add a word in there and let's see what it comes up with. Oh, yes. This is bound to be perfect.
Royalty-free music? Discover Epidemic Sound. Get the safest.
I am so tempted to pay for Google just so I can get royalty-free.
Happy dream?
Yeah. Why would it be anything else? Force skip. Seems like a happy dream, right? Yeah, that's super happy. Melandra, you wake up gasping for air. There's a crushing weight of cold, frozen water engulfing you. You're gulping for air. You tread in water, feeling weighed down. Look around, you see and can feel the cold ice touching your fingers. The breath that leaves you is freezing in midair and kind of like cartoonish, kind of like and crumbles to the ground. And you hear, "You crave strength and vengeance." That's it.
Do I see like any sort of like land or surface or ice or just like surrounded by water?
You are currently just treading in icy water. Very Titanic-esque.
Do I recognize this voice?
Oh yeah, you've heard this voice before. Very reminiscent of when you woke up with a dagger in your hand.
Yep. She treads water and looks around. Can you help me save her or not?
There's a long pause. And after what feels like an eternity, you hear... I love that grin. You hear... If you want help, why do you seek salvation in the cold of that steel? Your right hand is intensifying in weight. Looking down as you tread there, your one hand is frozen, gripping to a thumping, numbing pain as the rapier is clutched in your hand.
A new one.
Yep. You hear, what power does it give you that I cannot?
Without my weapons, what power do I have? That's what I was trained to do.
Much. Make a perception check. I came out swinging the night. I'm so excited. The weight of that rapier is pulling you down slowly. You can actually feel the cold water starting to like swirl up around you. It's around your It's around your neck at this point. Yeah, one more piece. Says the voice.
Give me one more piece.
Give me a piece of pizza. Get 2 more pieces. Feeling good. Where was I? Looking around as you kind of look in front of you, solidifying in front of you is it's probably about 3 feet by 5 feet. It's like a chunk of ice has solidified in front of you, and in front is a very familiar looking dagger just sitting on the ice. What is that? This looks like you chewed on it. As long as you didn't chew on it.
I am going to attempt to, as I'm being pulled down into the water, I see the dagger in the ice. I'm going to attempt to phase step onto the ice and end up like crouching on the ice.
You hear a angry voice. I will not help with this weak conviction. And you don't move.
Okay, I will attempt to swim for the ice.
Make a strength check. Aren't dreams so good? I mean, they're good.
Save or just a check?
Just a strength check.
Oh!
Melinda's been working out.
Mm.
My anger fuels me.
Your bones at this part are aching, and you are starting to move, and the water is starting to like curl up around the bottom of your chin, and your right arm is just dead weight as you are struggling to stay afloat, and you're moving closer. But all the while, your breath is getting shorter and shorter. You're close, but you're gonna have to swim a little bit further to make it to that plateau.
I'm gonna try to. Is the blade in my right hand covered in ice, or just like the hilt in my hand?
The whole thing is just a icy sheet that is attached to your arm.
Okay. She's gonna like cry out in rage and then like slam her left hand into it to try to like make herself bleed to try to activate her flame blood right on the sword that's sheathed in ice.
Yeah, roll your damage. The
Well, she's
voice
just trying.
laughs at you.
Okay, roll the d6 damage.
Mm-hmm. So you slam it. Sorry. And it cuts open your actual hand. Nothing happens. You just take 2 damage.
Okay, but it doesn't activate. Does it feel like I didn't like reach the sword, or the magic's just not working?
It feels like the essence, the energy is there. You just can't reach it. It's just not there.
She's gonna shout, "What do you want from me?" and then try it again.
Yeah, make another strength check. Oh, you're gonna cut yourself some more. Yeah, this time you smash your hand into it. You feel pretty confident that you actually hear something kind of crack. Nothing. There's like a hint, and then it just fades into the water. The water at this point is now like mouth level. It's taking you moments. You're like shouting, and you hear from all around. Prove that you are my champion. And with that, the water swallows you whole. You are gasping and choking. At this point, you can feel yourself sinking deeper and deeper into the actual water. The arm is ever pulling you down. It is everything you can to like keep from blacking out. You keep trying to swim, but you keep getting pulled deeper and deeper until your vision fades completely. All right, Savathris. Your watch comes to a close.
Ishnu.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
was
sorry. Ishnu. No other issues. The talking has ceased. The day is starting to break.
So I can clear a long rest.
Yes, but you take 8 points of damage.
Oh, I wake up with 8 points of damage? Oh, is my hand all fucked up?
I don't know, we're gonna get to you in a moment.
Okay.
Ishnu, as you the birds start to chirp and sing. Let me get rid of this intense music. Why do we even have that? Everyone's slowly kind of rousing, but you Melandra does not seem to wake up.
So I guess Issue's gonna start preparing some breakfast for rations, and he'll kind of, I guess, wait as Grin and Savathris get up, and assuming Melandra does not emerge from her tent, he'll kind of turn to the other two and nod his head over to her tent. I heard her speaking last night, but I couldn't really make out what it was. Perhaps she didn't sleep well? Maybe
Well,
we
she
should
was
wake her up.
sleeping with that sword, so I imagine not.
Yes, that can't be too comfortable.
She slept with the sword.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
clutched to her.
Yes.
You wake up and you are clutching something.
I'll look down at my hand.
What do you see in your hand?
He opens his hand, and there's a tiny silver bell. He kind of looks at it curiously, and picks it up by the little string that's attached to it. And he attempts to ring it, and as you guys see him ringing the bell, you notice that there's no noise coming from the bell. Well, isn't that odd now?
Where'd that come from?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you. He kind of throws it up in the air, catches it, and puts it in his pocket.
Definitely plenty of strange goings on.
Yeah. Anyway, Savvy, I think you should go wake up Melandra. You might want to don your armor first, though.
Why?
No reason, right? Maybe you'll be fine. Go ahead. I'll just stand
fine.
back. I'll stand back here.
I go wake up Melandra.
How do you do it?
I think I will. I think he'll just hunker down next to her. What does she look like, Rachel, right now?
Winter.
Cool. Is she still like clutching onto the rapier?
Abe, is her hand bleeding?
Yeah, you notice that it was your right hand that I said. So her left hand is bleeding and looks bruised. You also notice that she's bluer than normal.
Bluer? Like bluer than winter normal?
Yeah, like bluer.
Oh.
And in fact, as you kind of walk in, you could swear that you saw, because your perception's ridiculous, that there was like a breath leave that is slightly frozen.
From her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And she's still clutched onto the.
Yeah, she's got the
Oh yeah,
the new
that thing
sword in her
is-
right hand.
Yep.
But her left hand is like kind of limp and battered and bloodied.
I think he kind of like positions one hand, just sort of like. I think he's not. I mean, what has he seen? Quick recap. What did we actually see with that rapier? Other than you don't want to get rid of it, you haven't actually like lashed out at anybody with it, have you?
One of the effects went off in the battle, so she seemed there was like melee happening around her, but she was hyper focused on the person that was up the hill, to the point where she was like leaving people's threatened squares, and so that she was like hyper focused on like one person during battle, but that's like the extent of it so far. And she like swapped out one pair of her swords for this new sword.
Okay.
Was it
I'm
in
not
the
worried about
Dragon
the sword.
Horde?
Yeah,
It was in the Dragon Horde, yeah.
he'll just like put one hand on her shoulder and just shake a little bit.
She's dead, isn't she?
Fathers. You actually, Melandra, you feel tremendous pain bolt through your body. It kind of radiates from your right shoulder, and immediately you snap. And I need you to make an attack roll with advantage.
An attack roll with a rapier.
Found that armor.
Okay. Got HP for days.
Yeah, it's fine. It's cool. Cool.
Why do I have a D4?
Because you were blessed, but we can remove that. So
Hashtag
does 18 hit?
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure. My armor
as
class
you kinda
is
touch-
13.
Okay. As you touch Melandra, she is cold and rigid to the touch. It's unnaturally cold. Very reminiscent of like a corpse. And as you do so, she jostles awake, and with quick speed, the blade spins backwards and just slices the back of your calf. You're kind of like kneeling against. Yeah, that's what I thought. As it pulls through, there's a icy feeling that kind of burns into your actual leg. You watch Melandra kind of like monk style flip on all fours and like is breathing heavily, and then she like her face slowly turns to her natural pale blue.
She stabbed him. She stabbed him.
Melandra, you slowly gain consciousness, and you have 1 point of exhaustion.
And I have 8 damage.
And you have 8 damage, yes.
Okay, will you long rest me so I can put on my
Yeah, hold on.
8 damage? 1 point of exhaustion is just
Disadvantage on ability checks?
skill check? Ability checks?
Skill checks.
Skill
Yeah.
checks, okay. Not attack rolls or yes, attack rolls.
No, just ability checks, yeah. Or
Okay.
I'll look it up, but because you do not feel rested. You feel like
No.
you wrestled all night.
How much damage do I take?
Oh, yeah, roll damage with ice.
Ice.
With ice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a pizza delivery for Icy Wiener. I love that
Okay.
game so much.
Plus 5 cold damage.
So you take 13 points of cold damage as she,
The whole
like,
thing is cold damage.
yeah, kind of whips awake.
How aware am I of what is happening?
Once you kind of like slice and flip, like you like flipped onto your actual feet, and you're panting, and then all of a sudden you look up, and it's just Savathris.
I know
You're
that
not sure why you stabbed him.
Okay, but I know that I stabbed him.
Oh, yeah. The blood is clear on
Yep.
your actual sword. It's like half frozen, dripping, and as you kind of like come to, the blade itself starts to normalize, and the blood like thaws and drips to the ground.
Okay.
When Ishnu sees this, he kind of he activates his shield, and he like kind of like readies his his like power. There's kind of like an energy that starts pulsing around him.
Grin
he's
pulls
like-
off his. Go ahead. Sorry.
What's going on?
Grin pulls off his headband and turns into a sling and gets a rock ready. Says, "I'll knock her out."
Like a healing rock or
Knock
a
her out.
regular rock?
Doesn't
Regular rock.
matter.
She just kind of pants and looks at Savathris and looks at the two of them and looks around and takes a moment to kind of gather herself.
Spathers just like is very quiet, but just gives her a very confused look and puts his hand over his calf.
I apologize. I
I love
Did
this
not-
music.
know it was you. I'm very sorry.
Some
Why
kind
don't
of
you,
foul magic afoot? Are you possessed like by that ghost?
Why don't you put down that sword,
Insight
Ellie?
check.
Yeah, make an insight
Yeah.
check.
She starts to clean the sword.
I mean,
I'm too hurt.
Maybe you just roused her awake wrong. I mean, you'd be kind of pissed if someone
I
jostled you out of
self-blame.
the deep.
The apology
Arcana
would probably
check.
go over a little better if you put the sword away. You know, the sword that you stabbed a friend with?
She doesn't say anything. She finishes cleaning it and then she puts it away and looks very shaken.
Whew. All right.
She's gonna try to see if there's any sort of like magic effect, a spell or the effect.
I'll drop the rock from my sling and tie the thing right back around my
Yeah,
head.
you get your feelers out there, but I mean, she has magical effects, but there doesn't seem to be anything kind of like foul afoot.
Well, let's look at the bright side, Savvy. If she was still summer, you'd be dead.
That's pretty true.
I will warn you more gently next time. And I walk away to put on my gear and wrap up my leg quietly.
I'm gonna just don my armor. No reason though.
I'm just gonna go over and start. Oh, screenshot him. Oh, he's back.
Oh, God.
But yeah, no. Ishi, you can finish the breakfast and prepare for the day.
Yeah, Ishida will finish breakfast. Kind of position himself where he always has at least one eye on Melendra.
Grin kind of does the same thing. He backs up to the fire and picks up a plate. He doesn't take his eyes off Melandra. He just...
She kind of comes out of her tent and like notices this and like I need to check something. And she walks away out of the campsite, like away from them, like turns around and faces away from them. And she is gonna do Eldritch Blast, just like at a rock, just to see if it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you. Oh, the music changed.
I'm gonna do some push-ups.
You reach for the energy, and you can feel it, and you release it. There's nothing there.
Oh.
Like Kenny G is playing behind you because this is the music. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry about your luck."
She kind of stares at her hand for a minute. And then she pulls the dagger
Mm-hmm.
out of her boot where she keeps it. and she is going to slice open her palm and try to activate her right on the dagger.
Roll your damage. Roll your damage. As you slice the hand open with the dagger, you hear an internal voice say, "Prove why I have chose you." And the dagger itself ignites in energy.
Why are you out of bed?
And it activates. You do take 5 points of damage, though.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay. She looks down at it for a minute, and then she will sheath the dagger, which puts out the cold energy.
When it activated, the voice happened, and then you could feel the energy connect again.
Okay, I'll try Eldritch Blast again.
Shoots off, just normally. Hits the tree.
She, she just stands there for a second, very still and tense, and then, doesn't make a sound, but just like, kind of in a fit of silent rage, just like shoots off like several Eldritch Blasts all in a row. And then it's all like facing away from the camp, and then just stands there for a long moment, and then like wraps her hand and comes back and quietly sits at the fire.
As you guys are eating the pocket bacon and whatnot, you just hear throughout the forest. There's like all the like birds and animals start to just flutter away. After a couple of minutes, Melinda walks back with a bandaged hand.
How are you doing?
Very tired.
Do you need more sleep?
No, we should go. I am sorry about this morning. If you would all like me to travel separately, I will. That is your decision to make.
Is that what you want?
No, but I would understand if that's what you all wanted. It is clear that I make you uneasy.
You just made me bleed. I'm not uneasy.
She kind of glances at Ishnu and Grin.
Well, we did say we were friends, so friends should help each other. I am concerned that there is something nefarious. Perhaps we should see somebody in Sisa.
Yeah, we're not giving up on you yet, Melly. But uneasy's probably a good way of putting it.
Oh, Grin is uneasy.
Ishnu puts his hand like in the middle, says, "Friends."
Yeah, I jump up and put my hand on his hand. Friends.
Does my right hand feel at all weird, Abe? Or is
No.
it totally normal now? Okay,
No,
yeah,
I
she
mean,
kind of
it
like
hurts. But,
What right hand?
You don't have one.
It's gone.
the right one is the one that's really sore, right? Like the right arm's really sore. It's the
It
one where I was
feels just
holding the
tired. The left one is bandaged. pretty
bleeding,
well.
right? Yeah, the left one has 13 points of damage. All
but,
in that left hand.
but the right one is, it just feels weak and tired. Like you were just lifting weights all night.
Yeah, she like goes to reach with her left hand and then like sees how bloody it is and like reaches for her right, but it's like, oh, like she overdid arm day.
Yeah, very Gene Wilder. I shoot with this hand.
Who are we kidding? We all know she didn't do arm day. As I put my hand in on top of Melandra, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Oh,
Oh, that's nice. It's a shitty one, but you know, it's the thought
There's
that
still a little bit of resentment there.
thanks.
I had to don
Emphasis
my armor.
on light.
Oh my
Just
god,
sort of
that's
nods,
amazing.
says, "Thank you. You should have used that on yourself instead."
Oh, I am still a long way from dead.
Oh my god, you are. You had more hit points than her wounded.
Yeah, Savvy. We see the wound. Quit flexing your calf.
You have 82.
Yeah,
When
it's
did you get 82 hit points?
like
I don't know.
leveled up.
Well,
Oh, you
good,
guys are
I
close
get
to
good con. My con's 18.
God.
God.
But yeah, you guys can pack up the tent. You're at a point. You're now on like the main traveling roads into Sisa, so it doesn't take too much for you guys to make it back, even sooner than what you had kind of expected. And you're, middle afternoon, make your way back into the city to do what you want to do.
Well, who do we have to tell about this?
Yeah. Do we have to report the
Report
dragon
at
man?
the, at the
Yeah, so you would have to go back to whatever I called the Radiant Academy bar to turn in and get the extra 2,300 gold pieces that they had originally claimed. I think, yeah, Dragon Lair. So yes, that would be at the home of the Radiant Academy, the underground lair. You guys can kind of take whatever hidden passages you've found throughout the ways and quickly make your way down to find. Forgive me, I cannot remember what his name is on top of my head. Gundren? No. Gnarl? No. Lord Bum. Shame on me. Of course I'd remember Lord Bum. Or Lorb. Behind the counter going, welcome back, fair adventurers. You had a dragon do you any harm?
Not as much harm as we did it.
So, you killed it then. You found it.
Found it, killed it, saved the village. You know us. You know how we do.
Well, it's glad to see you return. Someone took that other one, the local nightmare, yet to return. But it is what it is. Welcome back. And he reaches under the counter and just there's a big bag of gold that just sits there.
Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. You staying in town long, or are you heading right back out?
Haven't really discussed it yet.
We'll discuss.
Let's see what interesting adventures lie in wait.
Well, to be honest, I mean, you guys are gone almost a week at this point, and not many new stuff came in yet. I did hear tales that there's some odds and ends plaguing the countryside, but nothing's come in on the board yet. Just what you guys took.
Guess we're too good.
You said it, Ishnu. Here you go, Melly. You want to do the honors? I'm going to give her the bag of gold.
She just quietly gets up Persephone and sits her in front of it.
Boom. Split across the party. Ring.
We have so much shit to sell.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, you can always send Grin out to try to sell shit. You can sell it somewhere else.
The only thing I request in the party sheet that we don't sell is the Broom of Flying.
Sell that immediately. Got it.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just take it?
I'm taking it.
I'm a taking dad.
Broom of Flying. It's now in my inventory. I mean, it does make sense for more sense for someone else to have it though.
Probably.
No,
Yeah.
clearly makes sense for you to
I
have
feel
it.
like I want to be in melee though. Can I be in melee combat while I'm riding
I
it?
mean, it probably makes the most sense for Ishni to take it, but
Yeah. It comes back to you
Is
within
this
a mile.
Ipana's theme?
Yep.
Okay.
But you can
Going
send
real.
the broom to travel alone to a destination within 1 mile of you. And then
That
just-
is dope.
and
Maybe I
then
should
you
have
can
read that.
You can just like send it to fetch people. Like, fetch Ishnu.
Pufflelump's like, hey, what are you doing? Leave me be.
Hey, put me down, you stupid bro.
Flying speed of 50. 30 feet of over 200 pounds. So if you have like 2 people on it, it's slower. But I'm guessing like I can't fly around with swords, so I'm gonna
I
put
mean,
it back in the party sheet.
You could, but it's going to be like
Multi-class with some
disadvantage.
mounted combat or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Alright. I'm putting it back in the party sheet because it makes more sense for someone else to have it.
She pulls it out
I'll
of the bag
totally
of
like
holding.
hop on the back of it though if someone else is like riding in battle.
But yeah,
What if Grin just like flies above the battle the whole time, just like sniping?
That'd be awesome.
You could take it if you like
I mean-
flying sniper.
I was gonna say you roll a disadvantage at attacking and holding on. So if you don't move, you would roll the straight
True.
roll. I mean,
Yeah, I'll take it.
but yeah, the Radiant Academy is rather quiet for a mid-afternoon. A couple of random people that you've seen throughout, but for the most part, relatively quiet. The mage is just studying her books as normal, kind of just leaning against one of the walls, quietly talking. You do.
I'm gonna nudge Ishnu and say, Psst, Ishnu, should we ask her about the you know what?
Yes, we probably should. What was her name? Cinderin or
Cinderina?
Cinderina?
Yeah. I don't know if
alright.
I don't know if we're gonna get Melanda to part with it though. We'll have to observe it from a distance.
Yeah, so Ishnu will kind of sit across from Cinderina. He'll bring a drink with him and kind of slide it over to her. And he says, Cinderina, do you happen to know anything about curses?
Do you want to give someone a curse?
No,
That's not
I'm
really my specialty.
concerned that our friend kind of eyes over to concerned that she may have fallen under the effect of, I don't know, if curse or some spell or something. Acting strange.
Cinderina kind of looks over to Melandra. She looks about the same I've always seen her. Sometimes she's a different color.
Yes, but it's more than that. There's this sword that she's clutched close to her everywhere she goes. It's unusual, and then seems to be acting confused sometimes as well.
That is a little strange. Is this a new item, or is this a sword that she's always had?
No, that's what makes it even stranger. New. She has her swords that she prefers, but well, we found this one with the dragon horde that we took. She seemed unusually attached to it ever since.
Interesting. I mean, I'd be more than glad to look at the sword, but I will tell you certain items, when they don't want to be identified, cannot be. Not necessarily my specialty. I usually recommend going to, the temples of the gods. Usually Paylor's pretty good. The Templars seem to be well versed in such interesting matters. But if you'd like me to tell you about a blade, I'd be more than glad to.
Sure, I think any information would be helpful.
Sure, of course. I'd be more than glad to look at it.
Hmm.
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 Hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Do you need to touch the blade?
Oh, yes. I'm gonna need to touch the blade.
Well, not so sure if you'd be willing to hand it over, but maybe if she held on to it while you examine it, that would be okay.
Oh, yes, I would only need to just examine it for a moment or two. I could even prepare the ritual, and then I'd be more than glad to take a look. I mean, these books are rather drab this afternoon.
She kind of looks at Sprint. Savathris, are you with us? Or Andy or Savathris with us?
I think
Doing his own thing.
he's in the. I think he probably just like.
Around and about.
Yeah, I don't think he would be up with Cinderina. I think he's probably off at a table, eating quietly.
Eating good.
I'll look back at Ishku. What are you looking at me for? I'm not gonna take it from her. You kidding me? You see her? She stabbed Savathris.
I mean, you are the party leader, so
Listen, conflict resolution is not really my deal. All right. I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna trudge over to Melandra. She's sitting there at the bar, and I say, I'm gonna just kind of wiggle up onto a stool right beside her. Be like, so, Melly, how are things?
Just my grunts. Shrugs.
Say, listen. I couldn't help but notice that you acting a little bummed. I mean, more bummed than you usually are acting. It's a strange amount of bummed that I'm getting from you.
It was a long night.
Strange dreams? Man, I know what you mean. I had this dream about there was a mouse in Cisa. He gave me a thing. I woke up and I had the thing he gave me. I'm going to pull out the little bell. It's just a little tiny silver bell on a piece of string, and he's shaking it, but it's making no sound whatsoever.
Wow, that sounds really terrible.
Not terrible, just kind of odd. Unless I picked this thing up somewhere and just don't remember it. No, but I'm sorry. Go back to your thing. Bad night.
Yeah, I had my dream was less pleasant.
I see. Did it have to do with your ma or something?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want to talk about it?
She's like halfway lying. No, I don't want to talk about it. You should take all of our. You should take. We should sell things. We have all of those things from the dragon. Would your friend, Puffy, Fluffy? What's his name?
Yeah,
Fluffy?
yeah. It's Puffy. He doesn't like being called Fluffy. Don't.
Oh, well, he'd be interested in all of the
Don't call me
dragon
Fluffy.
stuff, or
Yeah. Probably. Hey, speaking of things we found from the dragon,
nice.
about that sword. I'm just gonna kind of just nonchalantly point to the sword. Is it scabbard?
it
Or
is.
sheath? Okay.
What about it?
Not
We're not
then.
selling it.
No. I mean, it was in a dragon horde, so chances are maybe it's magical or something. You know what? You know, I just thought of this. Cinderina over there, she might take a look at it and be able to tell you what it is, what it does, huh?
Very finely crafted.
Yeah, finely crafted, but it could also be magical, huh? Ooh. And you know, it might just be a good idea to know, you know, what some of this stuff does before we go swinging it around dangerously.
It's what we do with all of our magic items.
Look,
Oh Jesus! Where did you come from?
Look,
I like
I
dropping my
didn't.
seed.
I'm sorry about what happened this morning. I didn't know it was. I wasn't awake yet. I wasn't awake when it happened. It's not like I knew Spathros was in my tent.
No. It was an accident. It was an accident. And look, the Spathros doesn't look mad. He looks completely fine. Barely scratched him. I'm just saying that, you know, most people don't sleep with their swords.
Well, I'm going to miss leg day.
Obviously.
That sounds like a pretty big deal there.
It's all right. I've missed leg day before, but it's not ideal. That's all I'm saying. This was a hefty blow that you dealt, not a scratch.
Would you feel better if I had her identify the sword?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yes. Great idea.
I don't know why we wouldn't. We identify all the magic items that we get.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yep.
She'll walk over
Samantha
and
still
sit
is
next.
like, is not. Has no idea what you guys are getting.
She sits in front of her. She pulls out the sword and she sort of holds it out, like with one hand firmly gripping the hilt, and the other hand she kind of sets it on the table with like one hand under the blade and one hand firmly gripping it.
Gran will stand to the side and go, huh?
Would you please identify this magical item?
Of course. And you notice that there's already a chalk outline like prepared for this sword to like enter, and as soon as you kind of like present it, she just like touches it, and the runes light up. Her hood kind of like blows back as the energy kind of goes through her. Oh, this is a delightful weapon. Not made by a second-class craftsman for sure. You'll see here, and as she kind of like touches the blade, there's runes that like light up alongside of it. It's enchanted to be quite sharp. It seems to pick its owner. It seems to have chose you, Melandra. Other than that, it's just a very sharp blade.
That's it. Sharp blade.
Yes. Extremely
no
sharp.
Evil hoodoo.
One would call it a +1 if we were playing a D&D campaign.
Lucky or not.
That doesn't seem as powerful as the scimitars you purchased for quite a bit of money the other day.
Oh, would you like me to identify those as well?
They cause tempests in air, and they are also quite sharp. +1s, one might say.
They seem very
So we should sell this sword. It seems like those symbols are much.
Oh,
We're not selling it. And she like sheaths it immediately.
Ooh, okay.
Who am I to say?
I mean, it is possibly priceless. Whoever the craftsman was quite skilled.
It's very sharp.
I would imagine.
Okay,
So,
well,
if you would like to train sometime with it, I noticed that your forms are still more suited to slashing weapons like your scimitar. Perhaps if you would like to go through some piercing forms.
Some other day.
We have many days, I would hope.
So there we go, Ishnu. Just a sharp sword.
I can't help but notice that you're all just at my table. Is there anything else I can identify for you?
Well, let's see here.
Is the broom identified? Ishnu will say, what about that broom, Grin?
Oh, you mean this? I'll slam it on the table.
Yeah, she identifies it to be a flying bloom, a flying bloom that goes really fast.
Yeah.
None of the other stuff was magic, right? Abe was just lots. I mean, other than like the
Think,
+1 stuff, it's just lots of art, lots of treasure.
You got a lot of art.
there's a potion in the shape of a toad.
You do
That's
the
a
potion in the
lot.
shape of a toad.
Dragon
You don't
art.
fully know what's about, but I think that might be all of the magical items. Because you
Okay.
guys did spend a little bit of time to figure it out on your own.
Yep. So we tried out some swords and stuff
Yeah,
to see if they were
let's-
magical.
Let's
Drink.
give it
Yeah,
a
let's check
potion.
out the potion.
Yeah.
So you guys put the potion of the essence of toad in front of her.
Mhm.
Oh, that's odd indeed. This seems a bit of a we call it a homebrew where we're from. It's a bit of an oddity. And the runes kind of like light up.
Is that like you brew it in a bathtub or something?
No, it's I mean, some would call this maybe illegal for its taint of the magic essence, if you will. But she
Sorry. I'm sorry.
blushes a moment, and then it goes away.
Sorry. Grid looks around.
It, I guess, depends on the luck of the drinker. If you drink it, and you're very unfortunate, you will instantly transform into a toad for quite an amount of time. Very unfortunate. If you do roll average,
Like a giant toad.
no, just like a little toad with a little bit of hit point.
You gotta be kidding me. Where do we keep finding this stuff?
But if you are, the other side effects seem to be webbed hands and feet for jumping fast and swimming better. And she kind of like licks it. Oh, that's an odd taste. It gives your tongue the ability to have quite a range, if you will. Could even grab things out of air with it. Or, if you're very fortunate, you'll transform and be able to jump high, swim quickly, and attack people with your tongue.
That is interesting.
There, I identified it.
I'm not sure I wish to turn into toad.
I look at your butt.
Oh, what
I
happened?
told you I moved things. It's fine. What's a foot?
I'm going to go for a walk.
I
So
guess
that was-
you're done? Okay.
So that
Closes
was
up her book.
Oh, okay. We'll see you later, I guess. We'll see him later. He'll be back. So, I'm gonna go see if I can sell the rest of this crap. Is there anything you guys want?
Need anything?
We should probably get some more healing potions.
Ah, that's a good idea. I'll see what old Puffy has to sell too. Uh-oh. Update.
Oh, I'm still here. I wasn't
Okay.
sure if my wife was like, just being on the safe side. That's all I'm saying.
That's fair.
So you're going to Puffalump?
Yeah, I'm gonna go see Puffalump.
Yeah, you kind of make your way to Old Puffy. Same rundown tavern that he likes to stay in. The
Yep.
Slippery Duck Tavern.
Pretty
You see him and he's like, "Oh, hey, buddy, what you doing? What you buying?"
Yeah. Yep. Well, I actually have a good number of things to sell here first.
Oh, you don't want to buy anything? I mean, okay, all right.
No, hold on. There'll be time for that.
Oh, okay. Got a couple of things. You gotta buy me out last time. I haven't had a good chance to get any more items.
All right. Well, here. Why don't you take a look in here? I'm gonna take the bag of holding and open it up.
Turn
Put
it
a
inside
glance in there. Nope, not gonna turn it inside out.
I don't see anything in the bag.
Hold on. I'm gonna turn it over. All the stuff's gonna come cascading out.
There's just like little trinkets start falling out. There's a massive amount of black dragon scales just like right onto the ground. Oh wow, okay, you
Oh.
you might want to have that looked at. That
Oh,
seems
sorry.
bad.
That acid sack is mine. Hold on.
Okay, well, you got a couple of good things here. You got a couple of gems. What's this? Is this a mug? This is a mug inlaid with jade.
Yeah,
You're gonna
pretty
get rid
nice,
of
huh?
that? That looks nice. Okay, all right. Let's look here. Let's look. There's a little potion. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all right. I mean, what do you? Oh, there's a nice leather. You don't want this anymore.
No, that's all yours for the right
Okay.
price, of course.
Yeah, right price. Yeah. Well, I got a plate, and like a big plate armor falls out. Oh my, you guys have been busy. Where you been?
A little here, a little there.
Yeah, seems a lot over here, a lot over there. Okay, all right. Well, what do you want for this? You want like a
I'll
couple
let,
hundred gold? Probably a couple hundred gold, right?
I'm thinking more, yeah. Luck point.
Blow that load.
Come on.
Yeah, that's how we do it. That's how you use that luck. What? Star Wars Cup. Star Wars Cup.
Okay, sorry.
Well, let's see here. Let's see. You're a good friend of mine, clearly, so probably give you a good amount there, and give you a friend discount on the cut because I gotta sell them. Okay, I'll give you a decent cut. He's gonna give you 28% on whatever the value is.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Not your best.
My
But
persuasion
still, I
is
mean,
always the worst when I'm
you got a
talking
good
to
amount
puppy.
of shit. Are you selling everything that isn't tacked down in the party sheet?
Yep. Including those 2 new items
Oh, what
at
new
the
items?
top. No, it's just new item. We have 2
Oh
of them.
yeah, I get excited sometimes. And let me just. Bloop. Puppy's like, I'm not gonna buy these.
I don't even know what these are.
Okay. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really deal and trade in the what is this? Dragon scales? That's weird.
Yeah, 35 pounds of them, buddy.
Yeah.
Where
that
else are you
seems
gonna
like
get 35 pounds of dragon scales, huh?
Not here. Not at old Puffy. No.
All right, fine. Give me those.
Okay. You go ahead and just take. Can you even lift them? You can't lift
Yeah.
them.
No, it's fine.
Scrawny.
I'll put them back in the bag.
I had to put an actual price on that. Oh, but this leather, though, nice looking leather. I could probably sell that for a good amount. I can't give you a good amount, but I'm gonna sell it for. I mean, it'll be good. It'll be fine. What's this, mithril? You can't find that anywhere. Dwarves like to keep that. Give you a good amount. Okay, let's take a look. You don't want this potion? Look at this potion. It's got a red thing in it. That's weird. Good night, bud.
Yeah, I don't really think that I need to enlarge or reduce.
Oh, okay. All right. You don't want a staff? I mean, you're probably good with a staff, right?
Nah, staffs aren't really my thing.
All right.
Okay,
Consider it
partial.
sold.
You don't want these dragon teeth?
No, God, just take your dragon shit and go. I mean, don't go. I got some stuff to buy. I mean,
Alright.
sell. I mean, I'm a seller. I'm a purveyor of fine goods.
Alright, well, let's see some of these fine goods, huh?
He gave you what looks to be 2,080 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Okay, so first, then he pulls out this sleek black crowbar, and it's got etched, engraved is black crow feathers.
Hey, that's sleek.
This is a nice crowbar. I'm just saying. I mean, you haven't seen a crowbar this cherry. I mean, look at it. You probably want this. They
What's
say
it
it's
do?
magical. I don't believe it. 72 gold pieces. Just
Does
take
it-
it off my hand.
Is it magical?
Probably. I don't know. That's what the guy said when I took it from him.
72.
Yeah, 72 gold pieces. You know.
Come on, you can do better for me, right? It's
You're killing
me.
You're killing me.
Who are you talking about?
Look at all
Yeah.
these people here.
Huh?
You're seeing me kind of run you over.
All right,
Okay,
hand it
80
over.
80 gold pieces.
80 gold. Here you go.
He sells it to you for 80 gold pieces. Put it in the party sheet.
Just take that out of the party sheet money.
All right. 2006. Okay. All right. That was just a warm up. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. I got 4 items because he took all my good stuff. You know. But you're a good friend. Okay. Maybe this is for your lady friend. This here is a bottle of perfume.
What do I need with a bottle of perfume?
He kind of hands it to you. But careful.
Wait, what?
It's cold to the touch. Like really cold to the touch. And it's almost like casting shade in all directions. Even though you've been here, this is a dive bar. It's already dark to begin with, but it is casting its own shade. It's pretty rare.
He handed it to me.
Yeah, just take a look
I'm
at
gonna
it.
spray it off to the side.
You kind of spread it out to the side, and it kind of hits one of the stools, and the stool itself casts shade in all directions. And you kind of just absentmindedly touch it.
Okay.
Cold.
Okay, like darkness? Is that what we're talking about? Like, what do you mean shade?
So it's casting shade, and
So
the
it's
chair
like-
itself is very cold to the touch.
What does shade do?
I don't know. You have to buy it and find out.
Oh man.
180
you want
gold
for this?
pieces.
180 gold.
Yeah, it's
pieces.
clearly magical. To look
God.
at it, you touched it. It's
That's-
magical.
That's
170. Don't twist my arm. I'll just put
You know
it
what?
away.
Hold
It's
on.
fine.
Hold on to it for
No,
now.
I'll just
Let
put it
me
back in my
talk to
pocket.
friend.
Whatever, it's fine.
You know, they
It's
trust
fine.
me with selling this stuff, and you rip me off, you little.
No, I have never ripped you off. Mostly. Okay. Maybe this is more up your speed. This
Let's
says
see it.
this says grin. And he kind of like pulls off a chain from his neck and loops it off, and it's a very fine silver chain. At the very end is a padlock.
Wow, look at that.
I've been keeping
What's
this myself, but you're calling me out. You're saying I have good goods, and it's pissing me off. This here keeps me from being, scurried, scried upon. I don't like being looked at. Okay, like to stay aloof. 800
That is
gold pieces.
handy.
It's the padlock
800
of
gold
proof
pieces.
against.
Jeez.
I'm
Well,
doing hand gestures. You guys can't even see it. I had to turn that back on.
I mean, it sounds cool, but
Nah, put it back
I
on. It's
don't
fine.
know.
It's fine. It's fine.
I don't know that I can afford that right now.
Oh yeah. I just gave you 2,000 gold pieces, you little shit.
Hey, listen.
Okay, last thing here.
Used
I
to
got
be
a little.
distributed amongst my party.
Yeah. They don't need to know about it. So forget about it. Right here, I got a dagger. I know you like to stab things.
I haven't stabbed things in a long time. All right, let's see it.
I acquired this from someone who looked a little lost. And he kind of pulls out, and it's covered in cloth. And he unwraps it, and he's holding it in cloth, and it's emanating this black soot. And the cloth itself is actually slightly ashen ridden, but it's a beautiful little dagger.
Looks dangerous.
Yeah, man. It does a little bit more damage. Likes to suck the life out of people.
Suck the life out of people?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what the guy said when I bought it from him.
Who did you buy this from?
Don't shush. And he looks around. There's no one else in this bar. It's just the barkeeper Bob. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I acquire
You're
things.
telling me that if I stab somebody with this dagger, it'll steal their soul?
No. I said suck the life. I feel like you're taking what do they call it? Artistic license. Okay.
I don't know. That really sounds like the same thing to me. But
you're just taking the one thing, the crowbar. I mean, that's.
Well,
that's
hold on.
big,
You didn't even tell me how much this is.
1,800 gold pieces. It's look at the dagger. It's beautiful.
You know what, Puffy? Fuck you, man. I think I can afford this shit.
Again, you got
I'm
2,000 gold
some
pieces.
weird
Burn it
guy
all
on
in
the
your
street.
pocket. So you don't want the perfume bottle, you don't want the padlock, you don't want the dagger.
Listen,
Fine.
I'm just gonna take.
Fucking
I'm gonna
take
take
the crowbar.
the crowbar for now.
Okay, whatever. Just fucking take the
How much
crowbar.
was that? How much was the perfume again?
For you, it's 200 gold pieces.
Wait. No, you said it was 170.
No. I clearly said 200 gold pieces. Now you seem interested. Now the price goes up. That's how it works. 190. I give it to you for 190. 192.
He opens his mouth and then he closes it again. Fine, 192. Give it to me.
192. Good. Dane, I need you to roll a d4.
Okay. Shit. Whoa.
Actually, it's
That
a
was
d6
all the way over.
minus
D6
1. 'cause you
D6
fucking
minus
used
1. Okay. Oh, man. Hold on. Minus 1. No, what the heck? Every time I throw the die, it launches it across the screen. Oh, there we go.
All right, you got 3
Yeah.
uses left.
All right.
All right, I put it in there.
Bottle of the shade.
I don't know. Could be handy. You pay for
All
it.
right. I'll take. Can you subtract that?
Yeah. How much should I make you pay for it?
192.
I suggest you pay for it 192 down to 1814.
I'll leave those things in there.
There you go. There
right.
you go.
I will head back to my friends.
Bam! You distribute the gold. Let me get rid of the crowbar. Did I identify the crowbar for you?
I don't think so.
So you take it back to Cinderina, and she will tell you that she goes. After you kind of hand it to her, and it is. I mean, it's a beautiful looking crowbar. It's just jet black, almost doesn't even reflect the light. And you notice that it's light. It's a light crowbar. I don't really have time to identify pieces of. Oh, it's magical.
Oh, good. See?
Oh, this is odd. Well,
Like
that
a good
explains-
odd or a bad odd? Because I've been getting a lot of bad odd from Puffy lately.
I don't know. The guard did talk about looking for this hooligan. Familiar sounding name. The hell is it in your inventory? Oh, there it is.
Crowbar with the ribbon feather.
Bloop. It's I mean, it's situational at best, but apparently it's got 3 charges of featherfall inside of it. Who knows? You might find it useful.
Huh. All right. And how about this? I'm gonna pull out the perfume.
Oh. Well, this is just. Where are you finding all these?
Hey, listen, don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Oh.
He's gonna look around. He's gonna look over his shoulder.
Well, the wearer, I guess, perhaps, can withstand temperatures of, up to 1,500 degrees without taking exhaustion.
No shit.
I'm not sure how long it'll last, but I mean, you've got at least looks like one's been used. 3 uses left.
All right. Well,
I actually didn't put it in there, but it's an hour.
okay. Well, I'm gonna go. Share the money with my friends. Hey,
Grid
can you
comes
do me a favor, Cinderina?
Yes.
Don't tell them about any of this stuff that I bought.
I wouldn't dream of it. She just
Thanks.
smiles.
All right, I head back over and I go, well, here you go. And I'm going to put the pile of money on the table. Huh? How's that for King's Ransom, huh?
I'm not there.
Oh, that's right, you're on the walk.
Speaking of which,
Okay, so I see that Melander's still kind of sulking, so I just take Persephone. I move her over to the pile of gold.
she's like,
And I give Melander back the bag of holding. He didn't want the dragon scales. Can you believe that? 35 pounds of dragon scales, and this guy didn't want a single one.
Someone in the city will want them. Perhaps an armorer.
Hey, good idea. He can make these dragon teeth into daggers. Ha! Okay, I'll drop those in here.
Savathers, meanwhile, you go on a walkabout.
Yeah, I think I wander kind of aimlessly for a minute, but I find myself after a little bit of walking at the bounty hunter firm
Mm-hmm.
that I had hired. I'm going to pause for a moment and then walk in.
Yeah, you kind of make your way in, and the individuals at the desk kind of recognize you, and after a moment, they kind of like hold up a hand to you, in a sign of wait, and then they kind of gesture you to the corner, and it's kind of a dimly lit room. You smell like, I don't know why, but frankincense, because that's the first thing that came to mind. So we're rolling with it. And myrrh. No.
Mhm.
You smell like just herbs of different areas. And they gesture you to the corner, and you do see a very familiar looking lady kind of smile at you from the corner.
Is that Pandora?
It is. Oh wait, I can do this because you're the only one that's ever met her. She doesn't have that sitting beside her though. I didn't Photoshop it. It's fine. Just don't look at it. It's not a hand, okay?
Hmm. Is that the doctor?
No. My intelligence told me you were out of town. I'm surprised you're back so quick.
I am.
Well, I was able to get that information you wanted for. I was going to start looking for you, but I was hoping you would, in fact, return to town.
Oh, that was kind of you to think of that, but beyond the contract I paid for.
Well, you paid me for
You
2
are an
weeks.
overachiever.
I got it early, and I quite frankly didn't want to find you sooner. Well, you're here now. Would you like to hear what I've found?
Yes.
Well, then I think you owe me a little bit more. And she puts her hand out.
Yes, I will pay her $250.
So you already paid her. You already paid her 100. Are you just paying the 150, or are you giving her a tip? She will totally take that 250, but you only.
Oh,
owe
I
her
thought it was
150.
another 250. Yeah, I'll just pay her 150 for now.
Yeah, you owe her 150. Oh, thank you. And she just like quickly pockets it. Here, sit. And there's just a little circle table in front of her.
Okay.
You might want to write this down.
Oh shit.
So I tracked that stench across the country for a little bit. Quite wily himself. Found him on the edges of I forget how I pronounce this. Hold on a moment. Un momento, por favor. Where's my map? Mippity map. Okay. I didn't give myself a pronunciation guide? You son of a bitch. I found him on the border of Mendia. I'll probably change how I pronounce that later. There's a city called Ranzino to the north. The dwarves are a drab country, but whatever. I tracked him for a bit. Behind Ranzano, got it right that time. There's an unexplored mountain pass with mines. The city lies at the edge of the woods, and the mountains of the dwarves. Roughly a day's journey from the mountains, I found a chasm that they called the Otter's Grave. The Otter's Grave Chasm, to be exact, and quite frankly, it's rather entertaining. You may not think so, but apparently the otters like to drive down the river stream that's swallowed by the chasm and then fall to their deaths. Thus, Otter's Grave Chasm.
That is morbid.
Now that I say it out loud, it is a bit morbid. Well, anyways, the chasm itself swallows the river that flows from the Bay of Farland all the way north into this small rinky-dink town. The opening is about 100 feet wide, and quite frankly, I stayed for a couple of moments and listened. There's jagged mass of stalactites falling down from the chasm itself, and stalagmites that are trying to reach out, almost like teeth. Interesting enough, asking around town, apparently the adventurers, who are true adventurers, follow down into the mouth of this cave, but I would warn you, few, quite frankly, no one has returned that I know of. Inside this mouth, I will tell you that I've heard tales of beasts and noises. I stayed for a moment, and that is where I tracked him. His descent falling into the actual chasm itself, though if this being is as nasty as I have come to find, he did not fall. He plummeted. Whatever hellish beasts fall inside that chasm, I'm sure they're not staying there long. That is where you will find your charge, Dr. Gideon, as you requested.
But if he fell down the chasm, he most likely went into the river. He could have gone anywhere from there if he survived.
Possibly. From what I understand and what the town folks say in this town of Ranzano, it's more of a pit. There is, of course, caves that lead off, but nothing seems to leave it. Only death you'll find there. Well, that and only death you'll find in Razano. That's just a town of lawlessness, thieves, thugs, just skullduggery of all sorts.
This is fine work, and I appreciate your effort.
Well, I am the best. But
He just cocks his head and gives her a quizzical look.
Her face kind of morphs for a moment and then morphs back. It's almost like bird-like for a moment, and then goes away. Like she's flexing about how good she really is.
Well, thank you for your service. I'll leave her another 25 gold for your effort.
Thank you very much. The guild, as always, appreciates it, and she pockets it. You, with very low perception, would feel very confident that she's not paying any of that to the guild. It's going in her pocket.
Well, no, he said, that's a tip.
Just the tip.
That's the tip. Is there any other information you gathered about this area, the chasm, the path to the chasm?
Well, you could, in fact, follow the trails that lead up to it. You could follow the river. The choices are yours. But there is truly a trail. Now, I will tell you that the kingdom of Manida? I don't know. I'm going to figure out how I want to pronounce that E.
Yeah, I see that the capital is nearby.
It is run by the dwarves, and what I will tell you about the kingdom is it's mostly underground. However, Ranzano itself was formed mostly by those who've run away from the kingdom of the dwarves itself. Thus why it's lawless, and thus why it ends at the feet of the mountains.
I want to go to Pignano.
So they have no love for dwarves then.
Oh no, you'll find many dwarves there, but they're mostly outlaws. I would just watch your pockets. And your throats, for that matter. But it is a good place to disappear.
Sabathras nods and nods at that. He's getting a little numb to people telling him to watch his pockets in all of these cities. And he just sort of like looks around the surroundings in the office in here. I'm guessing it's a pretty like nicely appointed place since based on how much they charge. He says, "Do you feel like you are doing good here?"
Well, of course, I'm always doing good. For the right price?
But good. Is the world better because of your actions?
I don't know. Are you going to go snuff out this light? Or do nothing with the knowledge? If you do nothing, then my job here has been worthless.
That's true. Which means that the good is based on my actions.
Ah, yes.
Superman does good. She's doing well.
That's why my job is, lets me sleep at night. I just simply find those who don't want to be found. And he is leaving a trail.
Doing good does pay. Better than this.
I'll keep that in mind.
Well, if you're ever maybe looking for more work, there's a villa outside of town.
Which she would actually reply, yes, I heard the Rose Point Chateau has a new owner. Glad to see you're keeping up with the Joneses, as they say. How are those two halflings, anyways?
I actually haven't been back since we returned to town, but I'll tell them that you asked about them.
Ah, yes. It's good to know about your hires.
All right. Well, as I said, this was excellent work. If I need anything other services in the future, I'll be sure to look for you.
Well, I am the best. I'm sure you'll find your way out. And she just, like, dismisses you.
Yep. I'll head back. I'll wander on back to the inn, I guess. The academy.
The academy?
Yeah. We'll saunter.
Alright, what's everyone else doing as he's sauntering?
I'm gonna have to head out, folks.
That's fine. I was gonna wrap up soon anyways to figure out what y'all wanted to do.
I vote for whatever. I'm ready. Didn't they say they sent somebody out after that nightmare thing? They never came back.
Someone took it. Hold on, let me get my message board up.
Probably
We ask
fine.
how long they've. Well, let's ask how long they've been gone.
Mhm.
And I will tell the group that I found Dr. Gideon.
Yeah, so we can do this thing too, huh?
It doesn't sit easy with me that he got away.
Yeah, that guy was a jerk.
Excuse me. Oh shit.
You know, we keep finding traces of his corruption everywhere we go.
Should make it a priority. Feed him for all.
I hired a reputable bounty hunting business here, and they were able to find.
Wait a second. You're spending money, our money, behind our back?
I was spending my money.
Oh. Yeah, I guess so.
It's better then.
That's fine. Yeah, I brought back the spoils from selling all that stuff, by the way. It was a lot, but it's in the pig now. Nobody else seemed interested.
As he says that, you look back and there's just a pile of gold. The pig is like slowly eating. The time frame you promised Silas at the docks, it's been about 6 days.
We said a week, right?
Yes, so it's been about 6 days. So tomorrow would be the 7th day if you wanted to still check out Silas. The local nightmares was taking a couple nights back. They haven't returned. I mean, it took you guys about 5 days to deal with the last thing, so you know.
Yeah. We could check out if they're still not back when we get back from the next thing we do. We can.
I'll say. We have a
Mhm.
hot
then they're
lead on
probably already
Gideon. We should
dead,
probably
so.
take that.
So the key is: do you guys go directly after Gideon, or do you take care of Silas first?
It's a Sabathur's push for Gideon.
Smathers doesn't push.
But encourages people to examine life choices.
Do not skip like
What are
day.
we doing for Silas again?
It's the
You-
treasure map thing.
yeah,
Like
he
a
paid
missing
you
pirate
to
treasure.
find a
That's
missing pirate treasure map.
Right. I don't know. I think Svathers is rubbing off on me, but we should probably go deal with the evil guy instead of just taking on more jobs.
Yeah. So one of the other academy members treasure map.
That's true. And we're the best there is, so if we don't take out Gideon, who's going to do it? Am I right?
Calliope.
Well, I mean,
She killed
I
the
guess
last
so.
dragon.
Yeah, that's true. But she's really busy.
That's true. This is a little below her pay grade.
Yeah, but perfect for our pay grade. We
And
get paid for this, right?
I do feel responsible that he got away and hasn't been sitting easy with me.
Yeah. He infected our poor buddy Tip. Wonder how he's doing.
Test the tip.
I worry about that as well. But I did not hire the bounty hunters to look for him. I hoped maybe he resisted whatever evil had corrupted him in the laboratory. I hope that maybe some solitude and some peace and some quiet will be good for him. So
I hope so too. You know what? Comstock wasn't that bad a guy after all.
I don't think so.
I forgot his name was Comstock.
Philbit, wasn't it like Philgus Comstock?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. I'm gonna look it up now. Just the tip.
Just
Ilgus, just the tip. Comstock.
I trust this group in our decisions, and I will go wherever we decide to go. I think that we are doing good no matter what we do. We are changing things. We are rooting out the corruptions and evils. We're doing amazing things, and I'm very proud of what we're doing.
I love how the music changed to back up. This is about their speech with the jaunty piano tune.
I
I'm gonna put my hand in the middle of the table. Let's go kill Gideon.
murder for good.
Murder for
That's good.
good.
Murder for good. Come on, Melly. Buck up. We're gonna go murder somebody. You love
Yeah,
that.
she'll she'll put her hand on top and just say, "We'll bring him what he deserves," and throws back another shot.
I'm gonna put my hand in the pile again and cast on the cure wounds. Well, that's my last one.
That's the spirit. All right. Where are we going, Savvy?
We should rest. Also, we have a lot of money. There may be some shopping that should be done.
Yeah, I haven't done any of that.
So I have everything I need, but it's worth looking at some of the stores, I suppose. Can we rapid fire some stores, Abe?
Yeah, just tell me what you're gonna do. We can always put it in the thing.
Cool.
Or we can do it right now. I don't care.
I can do it in between. I also want to send some money to my folks because I have so much money.
Your folks, your
Yep.
parents.
Rub
Yeah,
that
parents.
right in.
Look,
That must
if
be
you
nice.
had money, if you had parents,
Wish I
you'd
had-
be sending them money too.
I had parents to send money to.
Yeah, and Grin, if you gotta take off, I get it.
Yeah. That's cool. All right, guys. See ya.
Yeah.
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 So it sounds like the plan is Gideon. But in the meantime, yeah, I got some shops. whoever wants to roll about Menida, I can give you a little bit of information based on the history that you roll. Or at least a little bit more than what she gave you.
Yeah.
Just gonna find out. All right, I love it. Let me,
I might ask Cinderina if she knows anything, because she's real smart.
yeah, I mean, she would know that it's a kingdom ruled by dwarves, and the majority of the actual kingdom is underneath the actual ground. But the main, yeah, she's a learner type. The main king itself, I gave him a name. What did I call him? It's ruled by the king under the river, Corgan Boulder River the Fourth. And that he is currently in alliance with the Republic of Pazubia. And the kingdom was founded roughly 3,000 years before by the first dwarves that crawled out of the mountain, or so the rumors say.
If we are, I'll ask Cinderina this, and she may know the intricacies of like the politics here. But if we are operatives out of CISA or Pazubia, do we need any specialized notice, since we will be operating across like country lines? Like, are we going to be at risk of disrupting the alliance?
She kind of warns that you'll definitely be seen as outsiders, but you're not unwelcome. But it's very much frowned upon, not only in the Republic but also the Dwarven Kingdom, to be disrespectful or cause a ruckus like that. The king wouldn't stand for it, and thus could uproot the alliance.
So okay, so don't kill any citizens, and probably
don't be a shithead, and you'll probably be fine. Yeah,
tread lightly with the authorities and that kind of thing. Okay. Last question. I'm going to see if she. First off, I'm going to say we use your services quite a bit for this whole identifying items thing. Do you? I feel like yours. I feel like I'm taking advantage of your skills. Is there some sort of trade or something, payment or recognition, or he's just like peering her after saying each of these things to see if there's like any flicker of like desire towards one of these things? Insight check, or accommodation toward Calliope, or
I mean, I would never turn down good words to Calliope, but quite frankly, I do enjoy helping those in need, and I am an apprentice to the Wizard's Library, and I study here. I've been known to help those in need. I do many a magical service. Identify is just a simple one. I could I could do a bundle of things, really.
Wizards are dope as shit.
And do you say that aloud?
That was not a joke.
But I do fairly well, and she actually, I have to look at this because yeah. So you see her like pull out of a little pocket a little miniature chest, and she kind of like holds it for a moment, and then like this big chest like falls onto the table. I do okay for myself, and then like she puts the pocket back in, and it just like back into a pocket dimension.
I don't know what that was, but I am happy for you.
I like to keep my wealth hidden, at least from those prying eyes. She
They're
eyes
watching
Grin.
you.
They're Watching you. Watching you.
watching your every moment.
Every move.
I have this rock on a chain. I think I know what it does, but would you mind taking a closer look in case I missed something?
A rock on a chain?
Yes, it's very powerful. It smashes the earth.
I mean, okay. She looks at your rock on a chain.
Rock.
That is both beautiful and bulky. It is magical. Someone was very creative with this magical chain and a rock. It apparently told me its name is Rocky, but it is magical, and I seem to think you know its properties. Nothing else lies within.
Okay.
She does kind of eye Melandra for a moment when she says nothing else lies within, but that's it.
Mysterious.
Inside check that look.
Yeah. She's not trying to hide. You definitely there's like almost like you're trying to remember something. It's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't figure it out. That's a just nonchalant look when she looks at her.
What is it?
What is what?
When you said and nothing more, you weren't looking at me. You were looking at my friend.
There's just I don't know something about that sword, but I can't put my finger on it. It was very sharp, very well made.
Oh, it's I. Every warrior chooses their own weapons and has their own preferences. I have no place in saying what is best in anyone's hands. But those scimitars are dope as shit.
Melinda, as this is happening, where are you?
I say this low, but Samathras does not have a quiet voice.
It's just bellowing. Bo, 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 bo.
He just has that. He has that tone that you can hear him and like across the room, even when he's whispering.
I think at some point after Grin
There's a Lawrence Fishburne tone.
came back from doing his shopping, and like if she still feels like people are like giving her looks or being uneasy about her, once Grin came back, she probably would have taken the rest of the dragon stuff to see if she could go sell it somewhere. Just to kind of get out and take a walk.
We could probably get some armor made out of character. We could probably get some armor made out of that crap.
Yeah, I
Or
can.
like a shield or something.
I mean,
Scale mail. Does anyone else want scale mail?
Or shield. I mean, you are proficient in shields.
Yeah, but eventually I'll have two scimitars again, and I won't want a shield.
Well, sure, but I mean, like in some fights, this is Andy. This is meta knowledge, but usually dragon scale armor is like gives you damage resistance of some kind. So we might be able to make some kind of acid resistant something.
I don't know. Would it be like scale mail with like a dex cap though?
That's up to the GM, but it's possible you could get something made with acid resistance.
Buckler to go with that rape.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Then I would say that she looks over to the stool where Melandra was sitting and like the empty shot glasses that are all in a row.
Persephone's still there eating.
Yeah. I don't know. Watch your friend. I've heard tales of objects. That's all. If I had more time with it, perhaps I could help.
Okay. Speak plainly. What are you concerned about?
Does she covet the blade more than others?
Yes, especially the dope as shit ones. You just spent a lot of money on.
There are items that want to be found. There are items that seek to ruin those that find them. I mean, I have been trained in such knowledge, though I don't have to use it often. But if your friend doesn't want help, there's always the temples in town. Perhaps they could help.
Some sort of, you think there's some sort of intelligence or malign curse upon this item?
I would lean more towards a curse.
Oh,
I mean, your friend is usually on edge, but she was very much on edge this morning.
that's true. But here's the thing with me and Melandra. I never know what is happening. I don't know with women very much anyways, but particularly with her, she changes day to day. And I feel like I always speak the wrong language. You know what I mean?
She smiles so warmly at you. In fact, I want to make a roll. Oh, I know what you mean.
Anyway, you said the temple?
The temple, or if I had more time. But the temple is always looking for individuals, or they're trying to help. Ever since they rebuilt it, several, I guess it'd be like 85 years ago, the Templars have always sought to help those in need.
What would I need to do to help free up your time?
I would need some ingredients, which would set me back some gold.
I put a pouch of 2,000 gold pieces in the desk in front of her.
That would help. That would help indeed. If you could give me a day or two, and I could possibly procure the right ingredients, and then in the matter of is getting your friend here. That's going to be the key.
Do you need more money?
Oh, no, this actually, you'll probably get some change.
Oh, okay.
It's like this giant bag of gold coins.
I was going to go. I could get. Okay, I'll just leave this here.
Oh, I'll give you the change back. It's easier than writing an ingredients
It's
list.
fine. This is far more money than I have need for. I would like to. Whatever you.
Give me 1 day. Bring her back in 1 day.
Yes.
She may be tired afterwards, and if I can, in fact, if there is some malicious force on it, no one should touch it when I'm done.
Right. Okay. Are you sure this is what's happening? Is there magic we should use to know that this is happening first?
If it is
Maybe
built,
she just. It's possible she just really likes the rapier. I do not want to judge her motivations or intentions in this. It's possible that she is just changing her preferences in life and now likes piercing weapons that deal less damage and don't do magical maelstroms of air.
she like cautiously pushes the gold back. We can wait.
I'm not the leader. I don't know. Where's Grin? Is this she there?
Loudly telling a story at the bar about how he single-handedly killed the dragon. Yeah.
Is Ishni there?
Ishnu, probably, I guess because everybody's kind of going in and out. He's probably just settled up in the corner with some books, kind of reading through them.
I wave him over and fill him in.
Oh yes, Gordon and I, we were talking earlier. We were also concerned. I think it's worth investigating, at least as long as we can convince Melandra to go along.
If this is some sort of a curse, should we just try to do it without investigating further, or do you think we should wait and see how things play out?
I mean, again, it's your call. She's your friend, but if it is some sort of cursed object, I can break the curse for a moment, allowing the individual to release their grasp on it. But again, the item needs to be severed afterwards, removed completely. If she were to pick it back up, perhaps this wouldn't help.
This
We'll keep
item
it.
is controlling her mind. Would she have to choose to let it go to activate your ritual?
Well, in the past, after I've conducted my circle, the arcane presence kind of expels it, and most individuals release it. So, hopefully, not. Just most people have a tendency to grab it immediately.
Just need to convince her to go to the ritual in the first place.
Yes, that will be your problem.
No, that's okay. Does she have to be conscious?
I mean, not necessarily.
Okay.
Ishtar kind of side eyes Savathris. Are you suggesting that we knock her out?
It wouldn't be the first time.
Perhaps I shouldn't be part of this conversation. And she closes her books, takes the money, and walks away.
I hadn't considered that she was under some strange influence until now. Even when she stabbed me, I thought it was just an honest mistake. But he shrugs.
Kind of looks down. Okay, well, if that's the case, then what would be the best way?
Oh, we
Perhaps
should
they-
talk to her first, of course.
Oh, okay. Well, I was planning some sort of ambush or something in case we knock her out.
Oh no, I think we should talk to her and
Yes, of course. I think we should try to talk to her first. And if that fails, then perhaps.
so did she take my bag of money?
Oh, yeah, she did.
Okay,
She said she
cool.
would get ingredients.
I'm still going shopping, but I just won't have any money to spend.
Yeah, you.
It's my gold. No, I'm going to say she has all my coins.
Okay.
She has all my coins.
How many coins is that? And I'll.
It's just shy of 4,000 gold.
Jesus. Yep. Inventory.
I mean, I can give you the. Do you want the full breakdown?
I mean, if you just notate that that's spent, and
Yep.
then I'll tell you how much it actually comes out to be.
Yep.
Gold. The bathrooms.
Svathers is just hemorrhaging money.
But she definitely, you got the feeling that there's gonna be change. She didn't need that much, but you were so willing. She's like, all right, I'll just go get it. So
Yeah, he doesn't know.
So I marked it down.
He actually expected that we were going to get like a quest to free up her time of an errand she had to do or something.
Well, you paid a ridiculous amount, so that kind of expedited the process.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I suppose at least we don't have to go into this item and fight whatever spirits inside.
Are you sure?
I don't know how this works.
I don't know. I feel like if there was someone listening, now they have an idea.
I'm not entirely sure what you mean, but perhaps we should be prepared for anything.
I need to write it down because it's already planned. What?
So
No.
I would like to go shopping.
Okay.
While we're here in Sisa. Probably should do a long rest because I'm out of spells.
Out of
We just
2
rested.
spells.
Oh, right. Use your 2 cure wounds.
His
Plus, you're exhausted. You need the rest.
That's true. I have a. Oh, I forgot about my exhaustion aid, but I haven't rolling anything with disadvantage.
Oh, rookie move.
I don't know that I really rolled much other than a deception check.
Oh, you're
so.
about to because you find your way to what the hell's his name?
Cool.
She's exhausted. She'll be easier to ambush.
Pufflum comes out. I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you.
Gotcha.
You make your way to Swizen Mute of the Bronze Mouse, who is the local blacksmith in town.
I will put the 2 big ass black dragon teeth on the counter and then the 35 pounds of black dragon scales.
Oh shit! That's is that real? And he kind of like holds it up.
We fought a dragon.
Clearly, your hand looks a little bandaged there. You take a little damage. It breathe on you?
That was something else. Can you make armor from this?
Well, I mean, it's got to be tanned. It's got to be stripped of all this. That who cut this off the dragon? It's got some. Well, we'll deal with that.
I had never done it before.
You know what? You did good. You cut extra instead of too little. Most people cut too little, so it's fine. Yes, I could. It's gonna take a little bit of time, but yeah, it could be done. What are you looking to get?
I would like armor that allows me to move very fast like this. And she like.
Oh, whoa,
Alright.
that's real fast. Okay.
And I would like it to be more protective than this. And she kind of like hits her. So right now she's wearing studded leather +1.
Okay.
And I know like scale mail like caps on your dex modifier. So I would like something that is better than studded leather +1, but is not going to hinder my dex at all.
No dex hindrance. So you want to be able to be stealthy, take some blows.
Not as stealthy, it's just that she like dex is my combat stat.
No dex hindrance. I mean, and I should be able to use Black Dragon. It's got some natural resistance built in. That ought to help there. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna take me a couple days, but if you give me, what do they call it, artistic licenses, I'm sure I can make something better than what you're wearing.
How much will it cost?
Well, you got the most expensive ingredient right here, and yeah, it's gonna take some time to deal with. I can get my apprentice to help. I'll go to look at the stuff right here. Where the hell's my items at? There it is. Let's just do this so I can get an idea. That's not. Nope.
Nope.
There we go. So if it's minus the components. Plus I'm gonna say $2,091 gold pieces. Because I like weird numbers.
Done.
For what?
2091. I don't know what I'm getting.
Yeah,
Artistic license.
2091. I'll
2091.
make it. The resistances will show through. I got a friend who does some magical workings. You mean to do some with these teeth for that amount too, or you want me to incorporate them in the armor?
Oh, you know what would be dope as shit? When I when I fight, I use my. This is gonna sound. It's fine. When I fight, I use my my blood.
Yeah, that's not weird at all. You were saying?
So, well, I guess I have to slice it open on my weapon. Can I do it on my armor, or is it just weapons? I guess I wouldn't really do anything to my armor if the blood was on it. No, it's really just. Yeah, it's just my swords. That would be it. Like the putting blood on the armor wouldn't actually do anything. Yeah, because it wouldn't. Okay. I was thinking like she could use like the teeth to cut herself open, but it has to be the weapon that's doing the cutting, I think. But it's not just the blood; it's like the drawing of the blood. No, I don't think it has to be. I think it's just her blood has to get on it. Yeah, so she will sort of like demonstrate with the dagger like what she does and say if there's any way where I don't know you could do like some cool bracers or something with dragon teeth, and then I could like cut myself open on the dragon teeth. But then I need the blood to drip on the weapons.
I mean, okay. Yeah. I mean, sure. You want to cut yourself in the middle of combat? That seems, yeah. I'm sure I can make something happen. Bracers with teeth shards for bleeding. Yeah. Yeah. Simple task for old mute. It'll be fine. I'll make something fancy. I'm sure it'll be fine. And honestly, you're probably gonna have some leather left over, so I'll give it back to you when I'm done.
It's gonna be great. Look, I just swing a rock around.
But yeah, you pay 2,091 gold pieces
Yep.
to Mute for
Sweet.
what you described as studded leather +1 but better, no dex hindrances, with bracers that you can cut yourself on.
Yep.
I'll put dope.
If you find some leather armor in Gideon's new lab, don't inspect it.
I mean, I literally was like, nah, she won't even look at him. No, it's fine. Okay, yeah, I'll take a look at that. You got to give me at least 2 days, though.
All right.
2 days. Excellent.
2 days. You can do that.
Anything you want to look at, look around?
So Ishnu doesn't have much need for worldly possessions.
You want to send some money to my parents too?
What's that?
You want to send some money to my parents too?
Sure.
Just kidding.
Ishnu's just after knowledge. Actually, I was thinking about earlier. Maybe I'll think about it ahead for next session. And, send you a message, Abe. I was thinking about founding some kind of like like archaeology society or something. Just kind of like a storehouse for acquiring knowledge, maybe paying people to go out and search for artifacts, old cultures, and things like that.
Put it down on my to-do list.
Some saying adventures out of the academy. Give them some things to do.
Got it. Added it on. Alright, so that's... I gotta notate 35 pounds dragon. scales, 2 teeth. I'm gonna say this is a Swizen mouse. Swizen mute. Perfect. Good. All right. Anything else you guys wanted to look at, do, or possibly investigate for next session?
So,
I'll we can do it through messages, Abe, but Melandra wants to find Calliope at some point and have a conversation with her, a private conversation.
Yeah.
So, just want to check in out of character. You want this curse off, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
just checking. Just checking.
I have disadvantage on weapons that are not the rapier, and apparently my douchebag of a patron is pissed about the rapier anyways. It is like, I'll fuck with your magic. So yeah, I would like to not be cursed with this weapon anymore.
Oh, it's amazing. So I would say
Yes.
that she might want to get rid of it. Savathras, throughout your travels, actually, I would say Ishnu would have found this out too, because his interest was piqued. You can absolutely pay Cinderina, who will happily, and she hasn't gone off yet, happily go and get the ingredients to try to break it from a more magical standpoint, or there's always like a temple who can break it from more of like a I can't think right now, godlike breaking of this curse.
They probably would want some kind of a donation to offset costs.
Yeah, or help them in some task or something. But yeah, it just depends on. Hi, Brad. What level it is? Like, it very well could break with what she's planning. It may not.
Sounds like a quest.
So it might be. Hi, Brad.
Hey, Brad, do you have a quest for us?
What? Oh, you do. What is your quest? Good. So yes, so she'll go and get components to try, or you can always ask her out of the temple too. So if that's something you want to check into before you call it, at least then you know your options.
So I think then, yeah, why don't I'm gonna do a little pregame for it by saying that Savathras is going to go to the temple of Palor. Is that like the goodiest temple here?
Yeah, and it's probably the biggest, goodiest temple in the area.
So yeah, I think Savathras would go in and inquire about getting a curse removed.
Yeah, you would actually run into. I gave this guy a name too. Sidir Osrin. And he welcomes you. He's wearing full plate armor, and welcomes you to the temple. And just simply asks what brought you in.
My friend covets a blade above all things,
Oh,
and has even been known to lash out unexpectedly at people with it. Friends.
strange. Concerning, even.
I fear he may be possessed or some sort of evil intelligence or perhaps a curse.
Curses we can deal in. And he kind of looks you over. I don't believe you're a follower or even a member.
No, I have my holy symbols swanging.
Yeah, he kind of looks at it curiously, but it just simply says,
I follow the light.
Palor appreciates that, though I can definitely tell it's not the same one. We do offer these sort of solutions for those in need. It can be quite hefty. He kind of looks you up and down. You might be able to afford it, but judging by your dress, you do seem to be the adventurer type, are you not?
We solve problems.
Well, to be frank, I have a bit of a problem here. I was, well, to be honest, as I was walking out on my way to see Calliope Farstrider to ask for assistance in this matter, but perhaps you could fix the problem along the way.
Oh, we do a lot of work for Calliope Farshender. I know her.
Then perhaps we could have an accord to remove this ill-forsaken blade.
I want my friend to be well.
He tells you of a coven of bloodthirsty individuals that have kind of crept up along the south near Palamora, to the west of Cisa. News has been trickling in for months, but what's concerning to him is the fact that the individuals they sent to try to snuff it out are never seen from again, and they're afraid. Afraid's probably the wrong word, but they're afraid that if a full assault of Templar guards would go, that they would hide. So they're looking for kind of a covert group to go in and destroy this possible coven of what he eventually admits could be vampires.
Vampires.
Yes, we have not seen. Well, to be honest, we have not seen some in many years. Not since the Dark Days.
I was just 4 ex-siblings that are still alive.
But there is a small village called Vessel Point to the west here, a little fishing village. I'm sure we could waive the $10,000 fee if you were to deal with this issue.
I don't have nearly that much money.
Well, then I
Perhaps.
see that might be the best option.
But also, we'd like to help with things, and this seems like
All of your speeches are followed by like the best musical tones.
I gotta sound. It's my soundtrack. So Vathras goes quiet for a second, like wavering in his want to do good, realizing that like probably this is going to be like a 10-day trip, knowing how far Palaloma is from Cisa.
Vampires versus Gideon.
Right. And he's already kind of on edge, like wanting to tie up some of these loose threads. But he just nods and says, I need to talk to my friends, and can I let you know later today?
Of course. I will just waylaid until the evening. And if I do not see, or you come back to tell me you're not interested or are interested, then I will take the next steps. Simple as that. Someone will smote out these evils. Either way.
Okay. I will talk to my group, and I will let you know by the end of day today. I don't even know what time it is, but I'll let them know.
I will say.
I might say I'll let them know by tomorrow.
He would point out to you, Savathras. It's near the river, so it's.
So it's before, it's past.
Yeah, it's like halfway between. It's on the way on the main path, but it's around like the river of the mouth.
We've been to Udagu. That's only a couple days travel.
Yeah, so you got options.
Okay. I will convey all that to the people, but maybe I'll bring that up in Discord chat or something. Between sessions.
Ishnu is going to ask Lord Bomb for if he has some bottles of extremely potent alcohol.
Oh I mean, of course I do. He's just gonna pull out a random one. He like pulls the stopper off, and it's just like intense turpentine. But yeah.
He's gonna ask for something if he can make it taste a little better, and then give him a couple of those bottles. She says, I need a plan B just in case.
Yeah, I got 2. Yeah, hold on a moment. He pulls them up, and you see him kind of turn around. He just like starts looking around, and then you see him pull like a vanilla rod, and then just like puts it down in one of them. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. He just like hands them both to you. They are like jet black. You're pretty confident you can smell it through the cork, but you get 2 really intense bottles of liquor.
He'll plop down. How much is that going to cost?
Oh, it's free. Everything in the bar is free.
Oh, all right. He'll just pocket those.
They said those were made by the orcs. I don't know. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying.
Oh boy,
So I'm gonna say,
what are we in for?
Vampire Quest, possible? Question mark.
I'm gonna guess that everyone's gonna be on board for doing that before Gideon, but I don't know. I'll bring it up in chat.
So it looks like you can see what happens with Cinderina. You've got to at least wait 2 days for the armor. Sounds like Silas, you're gonna let poop.
Yep. Poop, Silas. Just poop yourself.
I mean, he gave you a signing bonus and just said if you're not here, then he's leaving without you. So, I mean, he invested money. He may or may not get back. And then possible vampire quests for a. He would have said it was one of the high priests doing a removal. So a pretty high up offering.
1,000.
So yeah, you got some options.
So many options.
But yeah, the sooner you guys tell me, the sooner it is easier for me to figure out what the hell I'm doing. No pressure.
Well, we could always do the. I don't know. So it's really between those 3 things, which we're doing first.
We should do the Douchel quest.
Not the treasure quest.
Nah. I think it would be the Gideon thing and the curse thing are more pressing.
Oh, for sure, because they're actually we got stakes in them.
I guess it comes down to, do you want to try the Cinderina decursing or go straight to the Temple Vampire quest?
I guess we could try Cinderina first. That'd be fun to kill some vampires.
Yeah, she said she would give it a shot, but there's, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So do what you want to do. So Gideon, Douchelor, treasure map.
The treasure, guys. And we already have down payment on that, right?
We do. Right? Did we pay him? Did he pay us?
No. He paid you as a retainer and said come back in 7 days. If not, your loss.
How much did he pay us?
500 gold. Not much.
Oh, well, now we're kind of beholden to him, right?
Oh yeah, I didn't realize he paid us.
Yeah, he paid you 500 gold. Yeah, I'll even check my notes to make sure. But
yeah, if he paid us, we should follow up.
Offers 500 gold as a down payment.
I suppose we could just
down payment.
go and give him his money back.
So maybe let's try Cinderina and do the thing. It sounds like this quest is coming to the academy anyways.
Right.
So if we care about taking care of the vampires, we could regardless.
Right.
But I'd like to do Gideon more than the vampires personally.
Yeah, but if Cinderina doesn't work, we don't have 10,000 gold for a decursing, so.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the other thing is, are the 3 of us, are we talking to Melandra first before this ritual takes place? I would assume
I'll
so.
talk to her.
Okay.
You know what Stathris would do.
He's just spring
Yeah.
it on her. Watch
Look,
out when she wakes up.
we
She doesn't
think
know what's
maybe you're
happening. She's gonna
cursed,
murder you.
and we want you to come to a ritual to get rid of the curse.
Oh, cool. Yep. Yeah, she that same day is going to try to see if she can track down Calliope, but I can send you messages tomorrow or this weekend or something about.
Yeah, if you want to keep it secret, keep it safe. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Discord
Secret.
me up. Have a
She
location in
She has things to tell Calliope and questions to ask her.
chasms.
Ishmael is not going to tell Melandra, but he will tell Savathris and Gren about the alcohol. Just in case she's uncooperative, we can always suggest a celebratory drink. He waves the strong cork under Savathris' nose.
Oh,
It's pretty strong. Yeah, it actually makes your eyes water.
oh my. I hope it doesn't come to that.
Let's do it.
I guess that's preferable to a rock. Wow. And shopping. Abe, can you put shopping stuff in the thing? Discord.
Shopping in Discord. Yeah, I can do that.
And I think that probably we'll try Cinderina first. So I'll mention to Cinderina if she could figure out how much that's going to cost.
Top of my head, probably like 1,400 gold.
Okey-dokey.
So just mark 1,400 gold off.
Got it.
Maybe she can
I
find
need
some
that
on
for
a deal.
anything.
Okay, I put it in the thing, and then I gotta do shopping items in Discord. Alright, anything else we need to do? So we come back to the town.
That's it. Shopping and figure out what we're doing with Melandra. How do
Ishnu,
you solve a problem like Melandra?
are you putting money towards this foundation of this knowledge center?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna come back to you on that one. Foundation.
The PP, the platinum, that's 1 platinum gold.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ishnu's got plenty of cash.
In town. Seek knowledge. Knowledge.
Orange.
Awesome. All right, I got some things I got to work on. You guys got to figure out where you want to head next.
Oh man, I think we're gonna do the treasure. I agree with Rachel. I think if we have money down on our treasure thing, we should probably do the treasure thing.
He did pay you guys as an offer of good faith to come back and then not tell anyone because he was getting his affairs in order.
Sure.
So, plus it'll give you time to get the other shit done. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's a